We are live. Welcome back, everybody, to the Referral Partner Acquisition Show. I'm your host, Will Anagnos, here in the Referral Partner Acquisition Group. If you're new to the show, I'm here every single Wednesday at 12 Eastern Time, 12 noon Eastern, completely for free, giving you my value that I'm going to help you with. In this group, we help loan officers and mortgage brokers acquire referral partners. And to acquire referral partners, you need prospecting strategies, follow-up strategies, systems to tie it in all together, scripts, frameworks, tips and tricks, all of that I give to you every single Wednesday, right here, right now. So let's go ahead and get started, as this is going to be a shorter episode today. I have to check out early due to personal family stuff. Everything's good. Just have to check out earlier today. But I did not want to completely skip it because I promise you guys every Wednesday I'm here to help you with said topic. And today's topic is your realtor call game plan. Last week, we talked about appointment setting. The week before that, we talked about daily outreach and a strategy that you can use to basically always be in front of agents. So you don't have to worry about that. But today, we're going to be, let's assume that you already solved those problems and you're booking appointments all the time. A lot of loan officers and brokers, they have all these realtor calls and then nothing happens afterwards. And so today I want to give you a game plan that if you follow, you will end up earning trust from each new person that you speak with on a phone call or a Zoom call or in person, which puts you in a position to get referrals. Now, I can't guarantee referrals because if they don't like you, there's nothing I can do about that. But to get them to like, know, and trust you at a higher level, following this game plan has been proven to work, at least for all of our clients. And if you're interested to see what our clients are saying, just go to wamarketingsolutions.com, wamarketingsolutions.com. So this is going to be on YouTube in 2 weeks in case you guys don't make it in time to catch it while it's in the group. So today I'm going to give you a game plan. Give me a second to share my screen. And if you're watching live, please let me know by slapping that like button, or if you want to show me some love, slap that heart button. Just let me know that you're here. If you have any questions, comment them down below. I am here live to answer your questions live. So this is also a discussion if enough people engage. So I'm going to share my screen now. If you have a scheduled realtor call this week or next week, this is what you can do to game plan so that you can get the most out of it. The worst thing you can do is have a bunch of one-time calls and then nothing happens from it. That's literally a definition of waste of time. And I don't want that for you guys. So first things first, starting at number one, whether you're emailing or texting or calling or it's on social media, you're confirming the date and the time of the call. Do not let any of your appointments be loosey-goosey. They must be set in stone so that both parties are taking the call at the same seriousness level. So confirm the call. And then on that first call, so the way this flow works is meeting number one, meeting number two, meeting number three. Why did that happen again? Oh, I can zoom in. Perfect. At that point, they like, know, and trust you, stay top of mind, and provide ongoing value to help them with their business. The end goal is always the same: earn referrals, close more business, get more referrals based off of that, and repeat the process. So you should take all of your realtors down this roadmap. Now, to break it down, the first meeting, let's assume that you reached out to them on social media. They said, yes, I'd love to chat with you and see how we can work together. You booked the call, and in 20 minutes, that scheduled call is going to start. So the first meeting, the goal is to find out if you both are a good fit behaviorally or culturally. There's just a good vibe, and figure out how you can help them. This is a discovery call. This call you're going to want to control. You're going to want to pretend this call is a straight line and you're going from point A to point B. If they start getting you off topic and going this way, you want to get them back onto that line. And so first off, you're going to want to introduce yourself, thank them for the time, tell them a little bit about yourself and your background. But then you want to turn it on to, look, I'm here to see if I can help you. And then you can even throw out a couple of curveballs that they're not going to be expecting, such as, look, all loan officers have basically the same products and rates, and they can all basically do the same thing, but this is how I differentiate. And you go through that value proposition. After that little introduction, because you're going to want to talk a little bit just to break some ice, let's assume that you're talking with someone who is an introvert. Get yourself out of the way so that you have talked, and now learn about how you can help them. So How can I help you? How in the world can I help you? Anything at all. And they're going to say, most realtors will say, I need leads. And what you're going to say is, okay, what are you doing to get leads right now? Most people don't realize this, but when they need leads, that's actually false. They don't need leads. What they need is a strategy to get leads. Because if someone needs leads and then you give it to them, and then like a month goes by, do you think they're still going to need leads in a month? Yes. So the problem never stops. So you got to give them awareness that you don't need leads. You just need a strategy. You need a game plan. And so you're going to ask them, what are you currently doing? What's your current game plan? And they may say, I'm making a ton of calls. They may say, I'm running ads. They may say, whatever it may be. Find out what platforms they are or are not leveraging: Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, so on, YouTube. And you're going to want to ask them, just find out what's their consistency level, what's their frequency level. Are they prospecting daily? Are they getting busy and it's stopping them? Are they really not doing anything at all? Did they pay someone to do something, or what exactly they're doing? Now, if they are doing something and it's not working, you're going to want to ask them and find out, discover, because this is a discovery call. Why do you think it's not working? Because there must be a gap or a bottleneck. Your job is to find the gap in their business. Now, if they're not doing something, then you can ask them, have you ever considered this? And kind of show them that there's opportunity in places that they may not be looking. So, hypothetical situation, a realtor says, I'm running Facebook ads and I pay for Zillow leads and I do some outreach on Instagram. You can say, great. So you just mentioned two platforms to me, Facebook and Instagram. What about LinkedIn? Are you getting any business on LinkedIn? They're probably going to say no. It doesn't have to be LinkedIn. You can ask them, are you getting any business on Facebook? And they're going to say no, or yes, or maybe. And kind of ask them, what are they doing? Or if they're not doing anything, how come? And most of the reason is always, I don't know where to start. So first you want to find the gap in their business. And a gap may be a social media platform that they're just not touching because they don't know how. And then based off of that, you can be like, let's just say LinkedIn again. Well, LinkedIn is filled with doctors, lawyers, people who buy houses. Is that your target audience? Is that an audience that you would like? Typically, they're qualified individuals financially, and they can get their business in front of those people because that's the platform to do that on. And you can say the same thing for Facebook. Well, are you searching people in groups and starting conversations? So find out the gap in their business. Find out what they're not doing or where they lack. And then once you've discovered, it could be Google, by the way. It could be they don't have a Google page set up. It could be anything. They don't have a try business card. That gap in their business and find out how you can help them. You got to actually be confident that what your solution can do can actually help them. So, for example, if a realtor is not touching Instagram, then by simply strategizing around it, they're automatically going to be in a better position to get more leads or to get more business. Automatically. It's another platform where a bunch of eyes are set on. So find out what they need in that first call. The second call is to present how you're going to solve their XYZ problem. So this is a great way to book the second call before you end the first call. So at the end of the first call, you say, hey, look, Mr. Realtor, I think I can help you with XYZ problem or gap. By the way, everyone's got a gap. I have a gap in my business. You have a gap in your business. Jeff Bezos has a gap in his crazy ass businesses, but they're different, but everyone's got a gap. So before the end of the first call, say, I think I can help you with XYZ, but I want to game plan a little bit first. Could we schedule a Zoom call for next week? Give me some time to get some stuff together, and I can show you what we can do to help you get more leads or whatever the problem is. And if they genuinely want your help, they're going to say yes. And boom, just like that, you booked the second call, the Zoom call, before the first call even ended. And that's how you go from call one to call two. Now, on call two, you have a week or so, or how many days you give yourself to strategize how you're going to help them, whether it's with flyers, whether it's with social media, whether it's with getting reviews, whether it's with marketing, technology, whether it's whatever it may be. Everyone's going to need different help. And then after presenting that on the Zoom call, you're going to ask them at the end of that Zoom call, do you believe this will help? And only if genuinely they believe it will help, then great. Can we schedule an in-person or another Zoom call where we can execute this together? And meeting three is where you execute or accomplish the goal you both set in the past two meetings. At that point, you've met three times, you're working on something together, and that's the only way to build a genuine relationship that's not transactional, meaning you're not buying their business, you're not buying them leads, you're not buying them coffee, you're helping them with something. So at that point, you're here, they like, know, and trust you. You may get business just because of this. To go a step further, assuming that you don't, now it's time to stay top of mind. Stay in front of your contacts to maintain top of mind awareness. What that looks like for our clients is a Monday weekly newsletter. Never skip a week, always providing some insight into the mortgage industry that will help them and educate realtors, that will help them talk with their buyers and even maybe even refer you because you're the expert. And a text message that goes out every other or every Friday just before the weekend, letting them know, just reminding them, hey, I know I'm not doing any of your loans right now, but if you have a question about them, I want to be a resource. Set yourself up to be a resource because that way you're putting yourself in a position to eventually get business. Because if they like you, they know you, they trust you, they think you can help, eventually they're going to refer you. And if they still haven't, provide ongoing value. Help them with a second thing. Help them with that Google page. Help them get that electronic business card set up. Help them run that first ad. Help them get their LinkedIn profile optimized. Help them get their Instagram optimized. Help them. There's so many different ways to help people. Go with them to their open houses, which is not the most fun thing, but you have to ask them, what do you need help with? And based off what they're saying, if you genuinely think that's going to help them, then help them with that. If you think there's another direction you can go down, then suggest it. But if you have one call and then two calls and then three strategic calls, and they like, know, and trust you because they've had these three calls with you, otherwise they wouldn't like, know, and trust you, and you're staying top of mind every Monday and every Friday, and you're providing additional value. It could be about loan programs, it could be about marketing, but you are the guy that's helping them. If you do this over a 6 to 12 month period and ongoing time frame, it's impossible to not earn referrals. You will earn referrals, and it will pave the way for more referrals to come from that. I've been doing this for 7 years, and the only way, what I'm telling you right now, the only way this has not worked is if people got lazy, got discouraged, and before a 6 month or a year of being consistent, they stopped. It's like going to the gym. If you stop going to the gym, everything that you worked for is going to fizzle away. So if you're consistent, if you've been in mortgages for a year, maybe you can relate. You know how hard the first year is. You're building. Well, you need to be building these relationships. They're not going to happen overnight. But if you do all the right things, what I'm sharing with you today, then you will eventually earn the business. It's inevitable as long as you're doing these things. The only way it doesn't work is if you don't work it. So that's all the time I have today for today's episode. I hope you guys found this valuable. It's really important to have a game plan going to each call, and don't have your calls just end with a great talking with you, great meeting, we'll be in touch. That does not move any needles forward. It doesn't help you, and it doesn't help the realtor. And then it discourages realtors from even wanting to meet new people. And so have a game plan, help them with something, and be prepared. It's typically helpful to have some sort of marketing resource that's going to help you help them. So if you guys need some help with that, just drop your questions and things that you need help with in the group, and I will comment back and help you for free in this group with the best of my ability, as there's almost 2,000 people in this group. But I'm here to help. I hope you found this valuable. If you did, please slap that like button, that love button to show me some love. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of the Referral Partner Acquisition Group or Acquisition Show inside the Referral Partner Acquisition Group. See you guys next time. Take care.